Howdy guys, welcome back to another Minecraft 1.14 Snapshot. This is 19w09a. This week we have some new sounds in the game in the form of note blocks on some new blocks, producing new notes. So first of all we have the iron block, which now if you place a note block on it, will play a iron xylophone sound. So there you go, that's the iron xylophone notes that are played right there. On soul sand, the note block will now play a cowbell sound. There you go, right there. And then we have the pumpkin. Pumpkin now plays a didgeridoo sound. So there you go, right there. Never heard that one before, but sounds kind of interesting. Then we have the emerald block, which plays a bit sound. Sort of like an electronic, retro video game sound, which is kind of cool to have in a game like Minecraft. Then we have the hay bale. Hay bales will now produce a banjo sound. So there you go, banjo sound. And then glowstone finally will produce a pling sound. So there you go. Those are some of the new sounds using note blocks in Minecraft. One important bug fix this week is that plants will now grow when there is a block above them. So if I go ahead and plant down some carrots, some potatoes, and some wheat, let's say, you'll see these things will grow up quite quickly. I also have the game random tick speed turned up, so these grow faster than normal. So there you go. Yep, and you see there's a solid block above them, yet they have still grown. So that is an important change. However, it looks like right now, melons and pumpkins do not grow with a block above them still, so hopefully that is fixed in the future, but it is fixed for other plants. Another bug fix this week is that foxes will now get effects from the foods they eat. So I just gave this guy a pufferfish here, so we should see when he eats this pufferfish, he should end up getting a bunch of poison and things of that nature. So let's just clear out some grass here so we can see this. Okay, he's eating it, and yep, there we go. So he ate the pufferfish, and now he's suffering the consequences right there. I'll also just note here that this effect also does apply to other foods. So for instance, if the fox eats a poisonous potato, or a rotten flesh, or a spider eye, or any other food which gives effects, it will also apply that effect. And there, you saw, it also works for coarse fruit, which is pretty hilarious actually. So there you go. Teleporting foxes now in Minecraft. Speaking of foxes, there's another important bug fix you should know about with foxes. Foxes will now go after different types of fish. So in addition to the salmon and the cod, they will now go after tropical fish. So you can see this guy here going in after some tropical fish. And they also apparently will go after the pufferfish. However, if they get a little bit too close to the pufferfish, they will get poisoned. So usually it seems like they don't go after the pufferfish. Let me just go ahead and try and see if we can simulate that here. If one gets a little bit too close to the pufferfish, what will happen? Will he get poisoned? Don't see him getting poisoned quite yet. Yep, okay. They do get poisoned when they get too close to the pufferfish, and they don't seem to actively attack the pufferfish like they do the tropical fish here. So, yeah, pretty interesting new behavior from foxes. They don't really care for being poisoned from the pufferfish. Another thing that they've fixed with foxes is that if you give foxes a enchanted sword, let's just see if we can have this guy pick up this sword here real quick in his mouth. Okay, so that is a sword enchanted with fire aspect. And let's just see if we can get like a chicken or another rabbit around here real quick. So if the fox kills the chicken with the fire enchanted sword, you can see he actually ends up with some cooked chicken that he can then eat. So he actually has cooked chicken in his mouth right there, so that's pretty cool. Llamas also have new behaviors this week. They will no longer attack tamed wolves. So as you can see, I have a wolf over here, and he's just walking among the llamas just fine. However, if you have a wild wolf nearby, you'll see the llamas still target the wild wolf, and the wild wolves run off into the distance. So yeah, that is a new llama behavior, which is pretty nice. So you no longer have your dogs and your tamed wolves attacked by llamas. They also fixed a couple of bugs with pillagers, namely that pillagers will now shoot fireworks if they have fireworks in their offhand, and their bow effects will now be applied, such as multi-shot. If they have that, they'll now shoot out multiple arrows like I just did there. There was also a bug fix where animals didn't follow you in creative mode with food in your hand, but now as you can clearly see they do. And also from last week's snapshot, I just want to point out one other thing which I neglected to mention, and that is that there is now a 1 in 1024 chance when breeding 2 red mushrooms like this that you get a baby brown mushroom instead of a red one. So obviously we did not get lucky here because it's a super rare chance, but there is a chance you can get a brown mushroom like that, and that way you could get it without using lightning on regular red mushrooms. Red mushrooms, I should say. So anyways, those are just a few of the bug fixes that were in this week's snapshot. I'll provide a full changelog link in the description, so check that out if you want to see all the bug fixes. Anyways, guys, for now, that'll be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.